Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. We are playing David B in a 5-point match on Backgammon Hub. I think we played perfectly so far because I think the book play against an opening 4-2 if you roll 6-4. I think it is to make the 2 point. Now I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably making the 3 here. Can't. I'd love to split. Yeah, no, actually, this looks good because the 8 point and the 2 point don't really go together. So since the 8 point goes down in value, seems like giving it up to make the 2 point goes up in value. Okay, I guess I'm sort of stuck doing this because I don't want to give up my anchor when I might be getting attacked. Some good 6 duplication here. He could have considered cubing that maybe. I mean, I definitely certainly would have taken. But he's got some powerful sequences in the cards, like just any like pointing number or hit bad entry. Alrighty. Oh, I should just make maybe I should just make the 20 here. Sort of solve that problem back there, or hit with the stronger board. Yeah, 6s are still duplicated. Actually, I like this. I mean, I have to get pretty unlucky not to come out of this with something, an anchor or some attack. Yeah. I'm wondering a little bit about the 3-1 still. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so I am taking if he cubes. He doesn't cube. He should make a point here. This is okay, nice and safe. Gross. I would cube that. Due to the positional defects in my position. 4 men back. Woof. Yeah, like this is a pass. So gross. Oh, hey George, good to see you. I'm telling you, man, you should try out this site, backgammonhub.com. It's a simple game to learn, but a very, very difficult game to master, as they say. I've been playing for 20 years plus, and I mean, I still suck sometimes. Yeah, he should cube that. Racing lead with a nice, pretty crushing shot, I think. I would have taken there. Ugh. 13 pips. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't played any backgammon before, you may want to study up on the rules a little bit. Once you do, this is a decent site. There's all sorts of sites out there. I'm pretty far down. I actually meant to pick up my dice. I actually meant to go back and maybe do something else there. Yeah, something else would have worked better. I warn you, the game can get addicting though. All right, so this is 11 pips. Yeah, I'm glad he's not doubling these. I'm glad he's not giving like a tough. Some of these are maybe like something of a tough decision, you know. Well, this would just be double pass. Six two, no 6-2. All right, back in it. Up 3 pips. Beware to be doubled this. What strange cube handling. I've never seen such strange cube handling. Well, somehow it's gonna work out for him. I assume I have nothing here. Oh, this is looking okay. Not anymore. I had a chance there. Ooh, still kind of do. Don't miss, Alex. Don't miss. Well, this is double take. Not that big of a favorite though. Actually, any 6 by 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, it's 20. I think I'm a 23 to 13 favorite or something. All right. Actually, that sounds right. 23 numbers there. Nothing wrong with this. Well, could hit him, but don't necessarily love being sent back when I'm up in the race like this. So I'm just gonna make like a good asset. Maybe go after him this turn. Depending on the roll, of course. Good. Good. Get the good builders for the 2 point, say, or the 3 point if he steps up, which I guess he should. All right, let's try to contain this back checker. Good. Well, I can make a 6 prime, but is that the right idea? It's a little tough to roll this hole before, but not too tough. I'm wondering about like making the 2 and coming out. No, I guess I want the 6 prime. Eh. I assume it's this. And then I don't think I'm going to be hitting him loose unless I have to. Although actually it's only 2 shots to go after him here. Let's say if I make the 2 point and I get to, it sort of solves a problem. I could also hit loose, keep the 6 prime, but I'm worried about getting hit back and like getting stuck in his home board. So I'm not sure about this, but I'm going to leave the 2 shots to sort of solve this problem of the open 2 point. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I got some bad 6s here. Hits me back. I could definitely get stuck and then crack my board, and then he could win from there. I mean, if Gammon's counted, you'd have extra incentive to hit here. I think that might swing the play. I mean, it might be right to hit anyways. But if Gammon's counted, obviously you have more incentive to go after him. So I would have done it if Gammons were even a little valuable, probably. If it was like, I don't know, 3 away, 4 away, and he had a 2 cube or whatever. All right, that should do it. So we will take a look at the computer analysis. Startup XG. Safer. I assume I'm just winning the race here. Okay. All right, so let's see what. Oh, and I played a zero, maybe a legit zero, 0.0. So everything was correct, I guess. Let's just go. Let's put it in. Let's put it into XG and see if XG has anything to say. Good. Yes, I want to open it in the card instinct. I want an instance. Let's just take a look at my errors, which might be zero errors. Yeah, 029000. Sweet. Okay, so yeah, nothing other than making the 3 here. 13 to 7, and then yeah, he can cube or almost cube. Yeah, one thing against cubing, I guess, is the 6 duplication, right? 6 is to hit here and 6 is to hit here. But still, my position is pretty bad, and he has a lot of potential here. So despite the fact that it's a very big take, he's got some tremendous sequences where he points on me and I dance or enter badly, and then it's a huge pass. So the computer wants to double based on the volatility, even though it's some huge pass. Okay, so making the 20 here is definitely wrong. Not because that's necessarily a bad thing to make the 20. It's just I got the stronger board. I can hit and then do something semi-productive with the ace. So hitting takes precedence here. Apparently, the computer wants to pick up after hitting wants to pick up the ace 7 to 6. But it's very close with my play of splitting, going all out for an anchor. This is a little shottier and more dangerous, obviously. 6s are still duped. Okay, he anchors up. I anchor up. Interesting that doesn't mind 10 to 4 compared to 13 to 7. I think everyone's locking up the 7 here, I'm pretty sure. After anchoring, because it's an asset. I mean, sliding the 4 is kind of a good thing too, I guess. Minimizing shots is sort of a good thing too. Yeah, I'm leaving extra shots after my play. But he does hit. I dance. Yeah, he cannot quite cube yet, apparently. Oh, this might roll out to be a little stronger. Who knows? Probably not. Okay, a double take here. Yeah, I got too many. I guess I got one too many problems. 4 checkers back behind this decent structure and a messed up front position. So even though it's sort of a viable holding game, and he has all this stuff to bring around, so you can still cube it. Yeah, here this is looking pretty bad now. So I would have found the pass here, I'm pretty sure. With all these guys trapped. Okay, here you can take, fine. Okay, here, no, this was pretty clear, I think. Because you want to keep your midpoint, and you don't mind getting this guy in a position to spring out of there when the race isn't so bad. Yeah, I probably would have cubed this. It's fairly close, but the computer does not like cubing. Oh yeah, this is the play, which I wish I did something different. I mean, it's double pass after any play. So in these circumstances, you can try to make the play you think your opponent is less likely to double after. You also have to worry about making him too good. If you make a bad enough play. But if you're not sure what he's less likely to double after, yeah, try to make the best cubeless play, I guess. Make the best play assuming he doesn't double. So yeah, that does seem like I should be doing something else. Like, can spring this guy and like never spring this Backgammon. Like so, never crunch my board. I thought also maybe leaving him back 14 to 7 for extra contact, but that's that wins the most. According to the computer, 14 to 7 wins slightly more than other options, but it's going to get gammon more because you're keeping the checker back. There's sort of a common theme. You know, you have like 3 checkers back and an anchor. You leave this third guy back. You're going to win some more, especially when there's an open point in front of it. But you're also going to get attacked and gammon more. So it's very match score dependent, you know. And then somehow he doubles this. This is really weird. Got frustrated or something. I don't know. I can't imagine what he's like thinking there. Like not double. No, well I guess he's like he's thinking like, oh, because of the contact I can't double. Because I might get hit I can't double. And then when like the contact is gone, he can double, but didn't think about the race, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, get a great 6-2 here. I'm an underdog here before the roll, I'm sure. Pretty big underdog. But I don't miss, and I end up with this position where it's last roll. I think I'm at 20. I think I got 23 rolls to bear, 23 to 13 favorite, because I got all 6s and 5s, right, which is 20 rolls. Plus I have 4-4, 3-3, and 2-2 that bear off. So that's 3 more rolls. And I've already counted 5-5 and 6-6 when I said I get all 5s and 6s. So it is 23 rolls. And that should be reflected in this 36% number, right? Yeah. Okay, anyways. So yeah, it should be double take, which it does go. Okay. 4-4, yeah, make all the nice structure. Make both 5 points, which is sweet. I think a little bit about hitting here, and apparently it's not too bad. In fact, it might be right. Go after him, contain that back checker while I have the stronger board. I don't know. I didn't love giving him a chance to hit me back and sort of equalize the game, though. When my game is perfectly fine, just making this productive play. So I sort of expected a bigger difference here, especially at the score where gammons don't actually help me. Yeah, this both wins and loses more gammons, but it wins more than it loses. All right, go after him. Good. Okay, it does not like making the 6 prime here, although everything's very close. It actually doesn't even want to make the 2 point. It's saying, oh, the 6 prime isn't important because you're way up in the race. You don't really need to contain that back checker. Just disengage as much as possible. Yeah, maybe I should have been able to find this actually. It may make sense to me now, at least. But I don't know. Everything's pretty good. This isn't hard to disengage, and there's no 6, and there's a 6 prime. Like, I guess one problem with this is he enters at the edge of the prime, and then I leave a shot in the outfield, and he can hit it. And I can't roll the prime forward as easily if I don't have a 6 prime. So, like I said, it's all very close. You can even make the 2 point like this or like this. If gammon's counted, you'd probably, well, yeah, you'd want to make your 2 point, I guess, if gammon's counted. And I thought a little bit about switching to the 2 point. The computer actually wants to do it. So as not to have to roll the prime forward and like hit loose and maybe get hit back and sent back. We can put it up on the board. I mean, everything's pretty close, but the computer does sort of prefer this. Good builders for the 6. I don't know. Like we saw what happened. I mean, I do sort of the normal thing of keeping the 6 prime, and then like it's not trivial to bring this home without leaving white something. right? Like I can hit loose here, but he rolls a 2, and I might roll like, something that gets stuck back, 3-3 or 1-1 or 5-6 or something, 3-5 maybe, and then I have problems. 5-6 breaks the 6 prime, for instance. Um, or you can do what I did, and he's got 2 like pretty strong shots. So what I'm saying is like the 4-4 from the previous roll, that stops a lot of those problems. So some of those problems, anyways. But yeah, anyways, 5-5. My 5-3 is probably okay. Yeah, so best on appeal. I guess if his board was super strong, I guess you wouldn't leave the 2 shots like that. Let's see. Yeah, like one thing, we can look at a variant. What the hard thing about backgammon is like there's no like hard and fast rules. Like you have to like kind of think about each position individually. Like like this position, for instance, you use different plays right here. Here you hit loose, I believe, because now, I mean, it may seem surprising where you're leaving a direct shot against a closed board, but you keep your 6 prime. You play 11 to 6, 5 to 2, and you get hit back, and he can't really counter prime you. Maybe he can try breaking his 3 or 2 point or something, but that's very unlikely to work. So yeah, so you gotta think carefully about this stuff sometimes. And sometimes, I've seen people. If you think about it carefully, that the right play is sort of logical. I've seen like newer players be shocked at plays like that, where they got a closed board, and like I hit them loose, but I have a 6 prime, so I'm not worried about getting hit back, and they're shocked by it. Like how can you leave a shot against my perfect board? But no, if you think deeply about what's going to happen when you get hit, then the play comes into focus. Anywho. So this was the final game, right? Yeah, this was the final game. I did not blow it. All right, but I remake the 6 prime. Yeah, here this was not obvious to me. Again, if gammon's counted, you would hit here, go for the closeout. But again, there's some risk of me hitting and then him hitting, and then I roll like a 3-3 or something and have to crack my position, and then I get stuck and he wins that way. Obviously, there's risk the other way too. If I roll 6-5, 6-4, I leave a direct shot, and then I don't have my 6 prime to back me up. I never made that ace, but it didn't matter. And then I just win. Good. That was a clean ass match. I would play one more, but actually I'm going on a little hike now, so I gotta take off. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.